All right, hello, wine drinking people. Today is Saturday, the 16th of February, and we have been drinking quite a bit here for this 2013 Winemaker Dinner Series. And unfortunately, Mr. Gambal, who's usually in town this time of year, not going to be here for the South Beach Food and Wine Festival this year. But hey, we're going to drink his new releases without him. You've got Andy Gambal here. We'll be presenting the wines, and I've been on the Alex Gambal bandwagon from day one. I've actually stayed with Alex at his winery and his home when I went to visit for the Grand Jour de Bourgogne, so fairly intimate with these wines. And Alex today producing some of the greatest wines in Burgundy. And this is an American, a transplant from the D.C. area, went to work for Becky Wasserman, one of the trailblazing Burgundy importers in the U.S., and fell in love with Burgundy, decided to start his own negociant firm, which I don't know if this has ever been done by an American before, but Alex is one of these guys. He's a very easy guy to like, and his university professor at the University of Beaune, he became very good friends with Alex and eventually sold him a small parcel of Bienvenue Batard Montrachet, making Alex the very first American to own Grand Cru vineyards in Burgundy. And it's very hard to buy these top vineyard sites. It's an arm's length transaction. Usually they don't go on the open market. It isn't just like whoever's got the money can go in there and scoop up these vineyards. They first are offered to French people, a second offer to French people, third French people, and well, if you're lucky enough like Alex, you get on the inside, you can grab up just a tiny amount of high-end vineyard property. And, you know, Alex produces about half of his grapes now, I think, for his Bourgogne Blanc and for the Bourgogne Rouge, so he has been buying up other vineyard sites as they become available, but like I said, still buys most of his fruit for the wines. And today, well, some people will still just sell you juice, but Alex doesn't buy juice. He only buys fruit, which is important when you're making high-quality wines, not only just bringing them up through élevage, which is what happens to the wines when they're in the cellar, but also the time when you pick the grapes is all important. Hey, 2010, another stunning vintage from Burgundy, and, 2009, one of the greatest vintages ever. 2009 had this incredibly ripe tannin, so the wines had this almost texture of chocolate on your palate. 2010, more classic in style. The wine's a little more linear, a little more, four-square, but still, these wines have lovely concentration, lovely depth, and a vintage for the ages. It is not a vintage to introduce people to the Burgundy, although I was really surprised with how these wines, a lot of the wines were showing in the barrel tastings. They did have some forward appeal, but you can bet they're probably going to close down, and we're going to aerate these puppies, maybe open them a day before. I've been talking to Alex about this, and he says, man, you make the call, and we're going to experiment with a few of the wines, because I really want them to show well. And, you know, like I said, this 2010 vintage, quite a bit more classic than 2009. And, hey, that's why we do these tastings, to see what's going on, to see how the wines are drinking. And we've included on this offering everything that we've got from Alex. We've got a ton of stuff. When I like a wine, we buy it in all sizes. We've got magnums of 2009, 2008, and a ton of 2010s. Well, for now, it was a short vintage, so these wines are all available, but will be gone shortly. I promise you, because we got much less juice than we did in 2009. Check it out, what we're going to be drinking a week from tonight here at the store with Andy Gambal and everything that we've got available at the Wine Watch here from Alex Gambal. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasone, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.